Hi, and thanks for taking the time to view this video. My name is David Kestner, and I am the CEO and President of the law offices of David Kestner Associates. Today is January 10th, 2016, and I would like to just go over the basics as it comes to asking me a question the client wants an answer to in a workers' comp case. It's important to note that worker comp cases rise and fall in medical reports. Without medical reports, I cannot make decisions, and with medical reports, I can either agree, disagree, and if I agree, I want to push it to trial, and if I disagree, I still want to push it to trial if I try to resolve the situation informally with the doctor. So, when you ask me a question, regardless of whether you think it is or is not medically related, you need to have an awareness of the medical report. So if you come to me and say the client doesn't know why they're not getting any TTD, can you please tell them why? And I ask you, when was the last time we had a medical report? And you say 6 months ago. I know right then and there the reason they're not getting TTD is because they're supposed to get a medical report every 45 days. But just because we did not get a medical report doesn't mean that the medical doctor did not send one to the insurer. So we need to make that determination by checking our records, and then that includes the electronic record, the stack, and the file. And what I mean by stack, there are stacks of papers in the office that are divided by alphabet sections. And once we have that, then once you don't have to read the reports as much as read parts of the reports. And once you have that in your hand, in your grasp, and you still can't answer the question, then you can come to me and ask me why it is that the person isn't getting X, Y, and Z. Or what's happening here medically? Why isn't he getting this treatment or that treatment? But you can't come to me and sort of half measure it. You have to have a full measure of it. So I'll need you to come to me and say, John Doe is on the telephone. They have a specific injury. They're seeing by the primary treating physician, Dr. Seuss. The last report we have of Dr. Seuss is X. Dr. Seuss has been seeing them for 6 months, and we have regular 45-day reports, if not better. And in those reports, they say that his work status is return to work, temporary partially disabled, temporary total disabled. The doctor wants surgery. The doctor wants to sell it. Wants records. Whatever the case is that doctor wants, so that I can sit there and go, okay, give me the deeper question as to what specifically the client wants. Now my head has started to turn around this case, so that I can understand what I'm going to do. If you don't have those records and that's your question to me, then your question should really be, I've called the doctor's office, I'm not getting any reports, the client's going or not going, what should we do? And then that's a sort of a baseline foundation question that we need to address. Yeah, I think that's pretty. If you get your head around the medicals, and maybe there's a discovery section in which letters to the doctors go out. In the file, there's a discovery section. So all letters I write to a doctor or that I get from a doctor, not reports, but letters, which hardly ever, I put in discovery. And so you need to thumb through that to find my correspondence with the doctor, if there is any. And there may not have been any to the PTP. There should be at least one letter to him at the very beginning of the case, and that could be either in the WCAB correspondence or discovery, depending on who created the file.